Thank you for coming back to the conversation, having a really candid conversation about pediatric alopecia with 6-year-old Harper and her mom, Nate. And joining the conversation now is board-certified dermatologist, Dr. Alia Brown. Welcome, Dr. Brown.
Thank you so much for having me.
I can't imagine what a joy it is treating this beautiful, bright, and brilliant young lady who's going through this journey that a lot of girls go through, right?
Yes, I mean, she is full of personality, one of the boldest, bravest girls I know. I knew that when I first met her. So
yeah. Let's talk more about alopecia areata.
Sure.
What does that mean, and how is that different?
So alopecia areata is more of an autoimmune condition of the hair follicles.
Okay.
So your own body creates cells that can go to certain areas where you have hair and attack the hair follicle.
Okay.
Some people present with spots of hair loss in the scalp, whereas other people may present with loss of their eyebrows, their eyelashes, and also people over the age of puberty can lose body hair.
So you say autoimmune, so I'm thinking obviously, is there something that triggers? Is this genetic? What do your colleagues know about what starts this?
So all good questions. You know, what we know so far is that there is a genetic component.
Okay.
Sometimes for people that are a little bit older, we've noticed that stress may precipitate an onset or flare.
Gotcha.
But with smaller people, it's a little bit complicated because they may not really have stress.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have anything to do with styling practices.
Gotcha.
It doesn't, you didn't use the wrong shampoo or braid your hair a certain way and the hair came out. It has zero to do with
And
that.
I imagine that must be one of the first things moms and dad ask, right? Is this my fault? Did I do something wrong?
Absolutely.
How do you talk parents through the stress of something they cannot control, and then the children through something that's just going to have to be corrected over time?
Absolutely. So, I mean, the first thing is reassuring that you didn't do anything to cause this. This can affect anyone, any hair type. Any race, ethnicity can have this. So it has nothing to do with styling.
Yeah.
And then part two is a lot of people that develop this that are children develop their first spot before 20.
Wow.
So it can have a pretty early onset, as young as 2 years old.
Yeah, I want to talk about treatments real quickly here, but Nate, I want to bring you in here. Was there guilt? I mean,
Yes.
How did you?
I didn't know what I did. I thought maybe too many braids, too many braided.
Oh, you
braided
thought it was
styles.
traction alopecia?
Yes.
Or here.
Yes, and I took my first appointment. I had all of my styling products and lined them up on the counter.
Wow, and you were like, "That's not it. We know this is different."
Because mommy guilt, and I'm like, you did nothing wrong.
Yeah, that's why it's important to see a physician,
Absolutely.
right, or a dermatologist in your case as well. Dr. Brown, tell me about some of the treatment options, because I've heard about injections in the scalp and all of these things. What else is there?
So you're exactly right. Previous to about 5 years ago, injections were kind of first line. Oof. And her case was pretty advanced and it rapidly progressed, and that would be pretty traumatizing for someone this age.
Absolutely. I mean, it sounds traumatizing for an adult.
An adult, exactly.
Yeah.
So some of the newer treatments are designed to target the exact pathway that leads to this type of hair loss.
So are we talking pills, creams?
So pills.
Change in diet? What else?
There are some new medications on the market in the form of a pill that targets the pathway that triggers alopecia areata.
Okay.
And, very easy to tolerate with good side effect or minimal side effect profile, I should say.
Harper, I think I heard somewhere where you were starting to get a little frustrated because it felt like it was taking a while for your hair to grow back, right? But then all of a sudden it's starting to grow back, right? So it just takes some time?
Yes.
Yeah. Is that the case, Doc? I mean, there's no one size fits all on treatment.
So in the clinical trials with these novel medications, it takes about 4 months to see improvement. And I remember exactly, she came at about 3 months and it was still very
Yes.
significant hair loss, like
Yes.
not one strand at all.
So
and
is
right at 4 months,
Boom.
yes,
Yes.
We're reaching for a little pick
Yes.
and combs and
Yes.
barrettes and
Yes.
everything else, right?
She
Did that
She
feel
assured
good?
me. Mhm.
That feels really good when the hair started growing back.
Yes, really good.
I bet. Did your friends say, "Oh my gosh, Harper, your hair's growing back"?
No.
Yes. So I know that this is an ongoing process, right? Once it starts to grow back, does that mean it's not going to fall out again, or is it a back and forth kind of up and down?
It's hard to predict. So in some of the clinical trials, some people were able to discontinue medication and they were able to maintain that hair regrowth.
Gotcha.
There were a segment of people that did need to go back on treatment.
Got
But
it.
that's the wonderful thing, that we even have these treatment options for this degree of, hair loss.
Right, makes sense. All right.
And they are, something safe to stay on long term.
That's good, because I know that's a
Right.
concern for a lot of
Right.
parents, right? All right,
Yes.
when we return, this conversation continues, going to get some more tips on what you can do as a parent if this is something that you think your child might be dealing with. Dr. Brown has some more advice. And of course, Harper has some advice for young people as well. Stay with us, we'll be right back. Hey there, Portia here. Listen, that was a good conversation, wasn't it? Want to see the rest of it? Just go to portiashow.com, scroll down until you see that particular episode. But listen, before you scroll on out of here, I need you to do me a favor, please. Like, comment, let us know what you thought of that episode, and subscribe. And if you already are a subscriber, we sure appreciate you. In the meantime, we'll be sure to see you on the next episode of Portia, and you can catch us weeknights on Fox Soul as well. Tell your friends. Tell them to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.